Well, Steve, we saw the images of the aircraft leaving Kabul. There's another image that will ultimately define the end to America's longest war. And take a look if we have it. This is Major General Chris Donahue. He is commander of the US Army's 82nd Airborne Division. This picture shows him preparing to board that final military C-17 cargo plane to leave Kabul airport at 3:29 p.m. Eastern. That's just before midnight local time. Major General Donahue was the final American soldier to leave Afghanistan after 2 decades of conflict. As you've heard, a war that cost 170,000 lives and 2.3 trillion US dollars. Now, as it stands this morning, we've seen reports of heavy gunfire in the Afghan capital as the Taliban celebrate that departure after what has been a chaotic and bloody end to America's efforts to get people out of Afghanistan before that deadline. Over the past 17 days, we've seen the US actually moving to execute the largest airlift in history, more than 120,000 people being flown out of harm's way. And around the world, people are now asking, what was really achieved here after such a significant loss of life? The Taliban, of course, back in power, and Afghanistan's future hanging in the balance. The Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, says the administration is committed to getting all Americans and eligible Afghans out, but it will now not have a diplomatic or military presence in the country from today onwards.
We engaged with the Taliban during the past few weeks to enable our evacuation operations. Going forward, any engagement with a Taliban-led government in Kabul will be driven by one thing only: our vital national interests. But we will not do it on the basis of trust or faith. Every step we take will be based not on what a Taliban-led government says, but what it does to live up to its commitments. The Taliban seeks international legitimacy and support. Our message is any legitimacy and any support will have to be earned.
And as the US troops leave, the United Nations is now warning of a far greater humanitarian crisis, which is only just beginning, one that is going to be far less visible now that the Americans have left Afghanistan. It's back to you.